Bath could become the first city in the UK to introduce a tourist tax. Councillors say that the £1 levy, which would be added to accommodation bills, could raise extra funds for the city, but many hotels believe it would put off tourists from visiting. Well, Sky's West of England correspondent Rebecca Williams reports.
The city of Bath and its Georgian architecture attracts millions of visitors every single year. But in times of austerity, there are now talks of introducing a tourist levy of £1 per night on hotel rooms.
Fundamentally, it happens all across Europe, and the council's got to be creative in finding new ways of generating income to meet the continuing shortfall in funding that we currently face. Hopefully, we go to replacing the general revenue funding that goes to maintaining the cleanliness of the city, looking at making it look attractive for visitors.
The tourist tax isn't a new idea for Bath. In fact, it was previously turned down by Westminster. But it's since emerged that Birmingham could be able to introduce a levy to help fund the 2022 Commonwealth Games. And so now this city has brought up the idea again. But many of the hotels in the city think the idea will put tourists off, especially as Britain has a higher VAT rate than many European countries that already have a levy.
This form of tax will be anti-competitive to Bath. We are already very expensive for inbound tourists. If you're looking at Bath and then you go look at York or other cities that don't have this additional cost, well then I'll start to think, I'll go and see other cities. I think that this could be seriously detrimental to the tourist economy and is an unnecessary and unthought through taxation.
And the view of tourists on the streets of the city, well, it's mixed.
Well, frankly, it would put me off. This place is already too expensive as it is, and adding more costs to visiting the place and seeing the sights would, I think, be a gross injustice.
I think it's a perfect idea because it's going to help the city, and I mean, it's not a lot, so.
Would it stop you coming?
No, it won't stop me coming.
The hope is that the money made from a levy will go to maintaining the Georgian town. Across the country, this would be a first, but of course, it'll need approval from Westminster. Rebecca Williams, Sky News in Bath.